Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, I have a can of unsweetened cocoa powder in my hand. We're going to make a rich, decadent chocolate cake today. And guess what, guys? No dairy will be in this cake. No eggs, no milk, no butter, none. No dairy whatsoever. And this will be the richest, best chocolate cake you've ever had. Let's get busy. Okay guys, we've got all our ingredients here. We have flour, we have baking soda, we have vanilla, we have sugar, cocoa powder, oil, vinegar, you can't see that, it's clear, salt, and water. Okay guys. And I've already prepared my pan by just dusting it with some cocoa powder. Okay, so we're going to sit this pan aside until we are ready for it. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is combine all of our dry ingredients. Then in a separate bowl, we're going to incorporate all of our wet ingredients. Then we're going to put our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. So let's get busy. Okay guys, move some of this over. We are going to start. First, we have our flour here. This is about 1.5 cups of flour, guys, and we're going to put in our salt, our baking soda, and our cocoa powder. Although technically sugar is a wet ingredient, we're putting it in now. So we're going to put in our sugar. Okay, I just want to give this a good stir. Make sure it's well combined and you don't have any lumps in it. You want to make sure you don't have any lumps in there. Okay, get this all mixed up. Okay, that's good enough. We'll get the rest of these little lumps out when we put in our wet ingredients. Okay, so now for a separate bowl, we are going to put in our vanilla, our vinegar, our oil, and our water. Yes. Okay, mix this up real quick here. Okay guys, now we're going to put in our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. And you can go ahead and pour it all in at once. That'll be just fine. And I'm using a whisk to start with. Then I'm going to start using a spatula to get it good and combined. The reason I'm going to switch up is because, as you can see, the chocolate sticks through the whisk. And we don't want that. We want all of our goodness in the bowl, all of it. Okay, so just scrape that down. And now we're going to combine. Now this time, we actually want to combine it until it's very well combined. Sometimes you want to combine your cake mix just until it's incorporated. But in this case, we want to combine it until there are no lumps at all. So just going to keep stirring here. And you can use a regular spoon for this as well. I like the spatula method the best. Make sure that you are stirring from the bottom, all the way from the bottom of the bowl, guys, because you don't want any dry cake mix or ingredients to be at the very bottom. Okay, this is almost pretty smooth here. So we're going to stir it just a little bit more. And you can use a hand mixer, guys, if you like. I tend to mix most of my cakes by hand for this reason. Okay, we are just about ready to put it in our bowl. Okay, we are pretty much ready to put our batter in our cake pan. We're going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for about 30-35 minutes. Always test your cake about 5 minutes before its end time. Why? Because everyone's oven is differently. So my oven may cook just a little bit faster than your oven. Your oven may cook faster than mine. So don't wait until the time a recipe says to take the cake out to test it. Try it out 5 minutes beforehand. So you have to keep an eye on the clock. I usually set my timer on my stove 5 minutes before the designated end time. I can always put it back in, but you don't want to overbake it. And remember, guys, when you're baking cakes and cupcakes and things like that, once you take it out of the oven, it's still cooking. So don't leave it in there until it's just bone dry and it's like, okay, this is done. Yes, you want it done. You want that toothpick inserted in it to come out clear, clean, but you don't want to overbake it. It's going to continue to bake at least another 5 minutes as it cools down once you take it out. Okay, guys, the last thing we need to do is get this cake in the oven. Okay, guys, we are pretty much ready to go in the oven. Always shake your cake a little bit. That evens out the batter, and give it a bounce, just a soft bounce. That gets the air bubbles out. Okay, guys, we'll be back when our cake is done. Okay, guys, our cake is out of the oven and it is cooling. Now, at this point, I'm going to make a frosting for it, a chocolate frosting. But if you want strictly dairy-free, just leave off the frosting. This cake is absolutely amazing all by itself. I just happen to like frosting, so we're going to go ahead and get that started. Okay, guys, and for our frosting, we're going to need some cocoa powder, some powdered sugar, just about a tablespoon of milk or heavy cream. This is actually heavy cream. And our vanilla extract. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and a couple of tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt our butter and incorporate the cocoa powder into it. So I'm going to put this into the microwave and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we've got our butter all melted there. And we're going to incorporate the cocoa powder. We're going to stir it in. And it's going to form kind of a thick paste. And that's exactly what we want. So you just keep stirring it till it's all well combined. Kind of a thick paste. Okay guys, so that's about it. You can see it's nice thick. So now we're going to transfer this into this bowl. Get it all in there. And I actually could have put this in there, but this bowl does not fit in my microwave properly. So that's why I didn't just go ahead and mix it in there. And you can melt the butter on the stove and add the cocoa powder in it that way as well. Get all that goodness out of there. Okay, guys. I'm just going to wash my hands right quick. Okay, now that we've got that transferred, we are going to add in our cocoa powder. I'm sorry, not cocoa powder, our powdered sugar. We already have our cocoa powder in there. I'm going to add this a little bit at a time. Vanilla and our milk. We're just going to mix this up really well. I'm adding this a little bit at a time just so that it won't just be so much to stir at once. And mix it on medium. And guys, we need to beat this for about 5 minutes, so I'll be back. Okay guys, our cake is out of the oven and it has cooled. Our frosting has been made, so now it's time to get it on the cake. Okay, and guys, if you want to know how to get your cake out of the cake pan with no problems whatsoever, as you see it's in the cake pan, check the link right above and you'll see how to get it out. So we're just going to flip this on out, and there's also a link in the description for the butt pan. So let's see what we have. All right, yes. Okay guys, so now all we have to do is put the frosting on and we are done. Yes. Okay guys, no rhyme or reason for this frosting on this particular cake. I just kind of like to smooth it on the top. I don't put it all over, just a little bit on the top, and that's all we need to do. After this we will be done guys. Delicious. Okay, I just kind of put it on the top. I don't put it all over because I don't want it to be sweet, too sweet. It's cake, so it's going to be sweet. We are just about done. Okay, get the rest of this out of here, put it on, and we are absolutely done, guys. Yes. All right. Just this little section here. Okay. One little part right here, guys. We are done with this cake. Yes, let me get just a little bit more out of here on this little side. Just a little bit more. Okay, guys. Yes, we are absolutely done. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look good? Yes. Awesome. Okay, guys. So, guys, this is our chocolate cake. No dairy whatsoever, except the dairy that's in the frosting, but you can always leave that out. And guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit that button. Give me a like. Leave me some comments. And guys, the official name of this cake is a depression cake. Because you see, back in the day, either the dairy was hard to come by or it was very expensive. So they found a way to make their cakes without eggs, butter, and milk. This is delicious. Okay guys, we are done. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.